All right, we are here for the fantasy team selection video, and yeah, I'm actually really doing well in the fantasy Premier League this time. I had 72 points last week.
Impressive. I had 39.
Yeah, that's
Massive variance, wide swing. Congratulations.
yeah. Thanks, man. It's actually what has brought me back into the top 1 mil.
Yep, man.
Yeah, because I
You
was there
still
and
have
I left.
Mbuemo, right?
I sold him. But I'll talk about that in the next thing. So in my team, I had Raya with 2 points, Pedro Porro 3, Pinnock 1, Luis Hall 1, and I actually benched Lewis, but Gabriel was supposed to play, but since he didn't play, Lewis came on with his 4, which really helped. Mitoma 2, Palma was my vice captain, with Salah my main captain, so he got the 18 points, which made it 36. Amazing stuff. Mbuemo gave me 13 points, which is good. Kunha 1, Watkins 1, and Wood 8. And to be honest, I don't think any of my strikers have anything on Wood.
Honestly.
When it comes to my strike, Wood is the most trustworthy
Consistent.
person.
Yeah.
Consistent. There's nothing I can do about him.
I sold Wood. I knew I was going to regret it. And I was saying that I was like, it's one decision I'm going to regret. Well, it didn't take long for me to regret it because I am currently regretting it. I'm not buying him back yet, but it's on my radar. I will probably give it. I think they have a couple of tough fixtures coming up. Once that spell is over, I'm definitely very likely getting Wood back. I shouldn't have sold him. I know. I regret
I'm sorry.
it. But
Apologize to Wood.
I'm very. Hey, Chris Wood. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't want to say, but I just needed money for Trent. If the Trent transfer works out, then it will have been justified. But right now, yeah, Trent has a lot of work to do.
All right. So that's my team actually. Why don't you go through yours?
Yeah, I mean, nothing much to say. 39 points all out. Terrible. I think the major decision was I was never going to get to 72 points anyways. So I don't even feel bad about that. But the one I feel bad about was Saka was my vice. Now, of course, I didn't normally, I think even entirely this season, I've not really paid too much attention to the vice because we are yet to get to that point in the season where you will need to start checking for your vice. But so I left it on Saka. It has been on Saka for a while. Ideally, if I knew Salah was not going to play, I would have put it on. The moment I woke up and I checked the team, I was like, "Where's Liverpool?" Didn't see their game anywhere. I was like, "Okay, what's going on?" So I went to Google. I was like, "Oh wow, game has been cancelled." Opened FPL, saw that Saka was my vice. I was like, "Yeah, Arsenal against Fulham. Yeah, away. Yeah, doesn't look like a high scoring game." Tottenham. I just knew Palmer was, although it blanked the previous week as my captain. I just knew that this was the week Palmer was going to. I mean, it's written in the stars. The time you want things to work out, they never work out. And then the time don't worry, everything just works out. I was like, okay.
FPL needs a bit of luck.
Oh, Palmer is going to punish me. Now, of course, he did 2 goals, 1 assist.
But he had his 18 points.
I had his 18 points. Cool. Yeah, it should have been my vice. Anyways, I've made him my vice now. I think I'll just leave my captaincy on Salah, make Palmer my vice for now, permanent. I'm not changing my team for the next couple of weeks. So yeah, Anthony 4 points. Lucky on his way out gave me a 4 point as a parting gift. Justin 1 point, Vardiol 1 point. Justin is playing more than I wish because Gabriel keeps sticking himself out of the team. I don't know. Yeah,
I hope he comes back.
I hope so because I want to sell him, but I don't want to sell him. I was contemplating swapping him for Timber, but I'm like, nah, I don't want to do it. So Saka 4 points, 2 points as my captain. 10 is my vice, 4 points. Rogers 2 points, Palmer 18, Mitoma 2. Yeah, my strike. Look at these guys. Konya 1, Pedro 2, Van Nielsen 2. Yeah, Pedro, man. Yeah, Pedro.
I'm sure he'll come in clutch.
I hope so. I don't like the guy in my team. I think I've said it before. I just don't like him in my FPL team. I like him as a player, but FPL, I don't like El Pedro. Every time I play him, it doesn't do well in my team. I hope it proves me wrong, but I won't be surprised if it doesn't. He has a run of good games, so I'm hoping that. But this is the second week now, 2 points in a row. So
you said you didn't make any changes in your team for this week.
I did.
Okay,
I did.
So what?
Yeah. So my bench is nothing much. The rest of the players I did they went to the bench. Then for this week, what I did was I sold Anthony for Trent.
Ooh, you did the Trent thing.
Yeah, I did the Trent thing, man.
Wow, I don't have the capacity to do it yet.
Yeah, coming to think of it, Anthony wasn't the scapegoat. Vardiol is the scapegoat. Yeah, man,
Are
that
you
guy.
regretting it now?
I'm not. I'm not because I mean
Yeah,
I
come
always
on.
wanted to sell Nori,
Yeah.
but Vadio is 6.2. Vadio is too
Oh, it's
expensive.
6.2 now.
Yeah, it's 6.2 now. It's probably maybe it's even 6.1. Who knows? Let me check his information. Yeah, it's 6.1. So I've lost 0.2 million on Vadio.
Mm.
Yeah, Vadio needs to go. Man, how did I do this? Anyways, I'll leave that. I've lost 0.2 on Vadio. That's a terrible.
How able to afford Trent with Eitonori? Did you have money in the bank
Yeah,
already?
that was why I sold Wood.
Oh,
So I should
okay.
have just kept Wood instead of getting El Pedro. I should have just kept Wood and done Vadio to Trent straight. It would have been an easy swap.
Mm.
But anyways, I sold Wood because I needed money to upgrade Antonio to Trent, and I got in El Pedro. Now I'm really regretting. I'm not regretting a decision. What I'm regretting is keeping Vadio. But I will leave him. I will give him 2 more weeks. I don't want to
Mm.
touch my team for the next 2 weeks because I think I'm making too many changes and they're all backfiring. So I'll just leave it as it is.
Okay.
That's one thing though I've come to learn whenever decisions are going against you in FPL. Just leave it. Kill the desire
Oh,
to
okay.
make a change, to make a transfer, to change many things. Just leave it as it is. Let the game play out. So I will leave my team for the next 2 weeks at least. See what develops and then I will reassess.
Okay.
Yeah.
In my team this week, I actually had three free transfers that I used. Uh, I had always been saying that I needed to get Saka in my team, and that is what I did. So from my defense, I have the same guys: Pedro Porro, Pinnock, Gabriel, and Luis Hall. I am going to bring in Trent next week. When I did my transfers and everything, he wasn't the person I needed to bring in this week. So I brought in Saka for Mbuemo. I sold him. And well, Palmer and Salah are back in the team. And unfortunately, I had to sell Mitoma again to be able to afford the Saka deal.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had to sell Mitoma and brought in Nicholas Jackson for
You,
the
you just got
Watkins.
in Mitoma now.
Yeah, I got him for 2 weeks and then I sold him.
Yeah.
So Nicholas Jackson has come in for Watkins. Watkins has been underperforming for a while, and Chelsea have a really, really good run of fixtures, and I want to
Yes.
capitalize on it. It was between this guy and Isak, but
Yeah.
Isak is 0.4 million more.
More expensive
Yeah.
and it's more injury prone.
Hmm.
Isak can be out at any time.
Yes. And also, this guy has not played as many minutes as Isak, but he has more points than him. This Nicholas Jackson has 80 points overall. So I don't know. I was watching FPL Harry and he did a comparison. Like, you know what? It was something I'll consider. And after thinking about it, mulling over it,
Yeah.
yes, that is the thing. However, I needed to get another person out of the team and then bring in Suchek. Suchek had been the catalyst to me getting this work. He cost 4.9,
Okay.
and I needed somebody who cost that amount to be able to facilitate the Nicholas Jackson, the
Move.
Saka deal. Yes.
Okay.
So Suchek came in as the guy and he went straight to the bench. Next
Yeah.
week, next week I am definitely getting Trent in. I'm going to move some money around and everything and get Trent in. One thing I've been trying to do is never get a hit
Okay.
because 4 points is a lot, and there's no guarantee that I'm going to get it from any
Yeah.
other person.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not going to take a hit, but I'm really, really confident in this team now. So yes, this is my team. And before we sign out, I want to ask, have you heard of the new mystery chip they have revealed?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I'm not assistant manager. I'm not even bothered about it right now. But
Mm.
yeah. What do you think?
I don't know. I was reading about it this morning, and apparently it's going to start from Gameweek 24. That is when you can use your assistant managership. The whole point is you can get any of the current Premier League coaches as your assistant manager for 3 games, and they are going to get points based on either they win, they draw, or they keep a clean sheet. And off the bat, you might think, well, you might as well get Slot because he's going to win his games. But it depends on the type of game. So if you get a coach for a team like, say, Brentford, and they beat a team like Liverpool,
Yeah, you
if
get more
you
points.
get more points. If you beat a team 5 places above you in the table, you're going to get an extra. So here are the point distribution. If you win, you get 6 points.
Okay.
Um, Depending on the person you beat, if you beat somebody who is 5 places above you, you get an extra 10, so your win becomes 16 points.
Wow.
So then there's no point in it. Makes it look like, yeah, you can get points choosing the best teams coaches, but
Not exactly.
yeah, not exactly. They decided to make it that way.
So you get to pick those three games individually. It's not like
No, there are three
it's
successive
three
games,
successive games, the same
24,
thing.
25,
Okay,
26.
that's the period.
Yes. in January.
24, 25, 26.
So
So
it's basically telling
if you don't use it that period,
you're done.
you're done. So it's about picking the right team.
Yeah, picking the right coach.
Whoa,
Basically, that is it. So from here on out,
rough.
all the analysis
Yeah,
is going to
man.
be because it's just next month.
That's a lot of analysis that
Yeah,
we're going
man.
into it now. Which team? So you need to attack those three fixtures there. Which team will do best 24, 25, 26?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
And that team might be playing, say, Tottenham, who
Yeah.
might lose.
And the truth is, you might even be willing to sacrifice one game
Mm-hmm.
if you know that they have some two
Yes.
games in between that might do very well and the variance is high. And
Yes. Oh, so the point distribution again, it's quite so you can get 16 depending on the team you beat. If you win 6 points, but if you beat a team above you 5 places or more, say you get 16 points. If you score a goal, there's 1 point per goal, and draw is 3 points. But if you have a draw with a team 5 places or more above you, you get an extra 5 points. So you get 8 points. So it looks like the base points are not as much as the extra points. Because the extra points for winning or drawing a team 5 places above you is 10 or 5 respectively, and the point for winning or drawing any team at all is 6 or 3. Do you get it? So you can either get, I don't know, 16 or 6, 8 or 3. That's up to you. There is also a point for clean sheet, which is 2 points. So if you get a clean sheet, you get 2 points, and that is basically it. So
impressive.
we will see how that goes. So if you have a team and everything, imagine we are going to have Arne Slot as my assistant coach. Sit down.
Yeah, sit down. Oh man, City might be a good shout.
But imagine employing a coach for, and then they sack him after the.
Oh man!
Oh my,
bro!
you're done for. You're done for, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, I didn't think of that. And honestly, I mean, if this becomes a permanent chip, it will happen one season.
Yes.
Where someone will get axed
after 2 games.
So
they sack
does that mean that does it stick with the manager or it sticks with the club? The chip. Does it stick to the manager or it sticks to the club?
Okay, that's something I've actually not thought of.
Yeah, because if it's a captaincy, it sticks to the player, not the club.
Yeah.
FPL generally is player based, not club based. But anyways, that would be
I think it sticks to the manager, and it's going to be very unlikely to get a manager to manage 2 different teams in the span of 3 games.
Oh man, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. Maybe he loses the first game like 6-0. Yeah. Gets axed. But I mean, it's still a long time.
Long ways away.
Long way. Yeah. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining us.
You rather cut me out of this part out of the video.
Yeah, of course. So thank you guys for joining us and everything.
Enjoy.
Like, subscribe, this and the other, and we'll see you in the next one.